Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing mighty fine. Last time I seen how the rest of it goes when you've been here. And if you listen to the show, um, you're probably old enough to have had that album on what's called a CD, a compact disc. Children. A compact disc was a form of consuming data, usually music, on a physical piece of media that we would put inside of a device that many of us called a compact disc player or a Walkman. And that's how we would listen to SZA's album back in the day. My name is Jason Weaver.
And I am Crystal Waters, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks indeed. Let's jump into the show with some Black Excellence. This week, I'm going to give Black Excellence over to primetime Emmy winner Beyonce Joel Knowles Carter, as well as her stylist, Shiana Turin.
Mm-hmm.
They have, in fact, won primetime Emmys for the Bowl of Beyonce that took place late last year. So congratulations to the two of them, everyone else involved, on being stellar, better than the rest. Simply the best, better than all the rest. That's how I was trying to do it for some.
Long overdue Emmy for Miss Beyonce, but congratulations to the both of you.
Yes, indeed. Also, shout out to, I think I just saw Gorilla got a True Religion sponsorship or whatever. And I enjoy that young lady. I enjoy seeing her win. I was walking home from the gym the other day and I was walking past, I'm pretty sure it was an Adidas ad. And that was, I'm aging. So from, at first I was like, oh, who's this pretty black girl? Then I got close and I said, oh, it's Glow. And then I got happy. So good for you, Glow. I like seeing you win and flourish.
I see these. Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah, she looks gorgeous. There's a couple of them from, I guess, whatever that latest campaign are, and the pictures look great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into the hot tots this week. I want to start with more Beyonce because I also love this story that I read on a wrap up. It says Beyonce is gifted her Cowboy Carter dancers with Louis Vuitton luggage to celebrate the end of the tour.
Yes, she did.
We fall down, but we get with new bags, we can send you your luggage. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if all the bags on the inside of it had a little card? That's what we could send you.
I don't even think most of those young people would even get the reference. They might even be offended. Yeah. But yeah, I saw one of her dancers on TikTok opening up this bag and he just looked so hype. Of course, naturally. I mean, it's a fucking Beyonce bought you a fucking carry-on.
Beyonce bought you a Louis bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who wouldn't be?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here's the very one thing that you're mentioning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. They're cute too, of course, but shout out to Parkwood treating those dancers right.
So cute. I just saw her last Levi's. I don't know if it's like a release collab. Like she has like one more.
Oh, the commercial.
Levi's,
yeah.
Thing going here too. And it sounds like the girlies are legitimately revved up for a rock and roll third act.
Oh yeah.
Which has not been promised, which has not been confirmed. But I mean, the girlies are playing everything she does in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking out for leather. They're looking out for black. They're looking out for motorcycles.
Yeah, the Hive won't let small things like common sense stand in their way. They are gonna pick apart every single thing she puts out, anything she publishes. That Levi's ad, they were scouring it for clues and hints and details. Which, I mean, I let y'all have y'all's fun, but I'm at the point where I just sit back and let that lady do whatever it is she gonna do.
I'm so full.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
I'm just.
Anytime she says, "Here's something you can
Mhm.
have that's new for me," I'm like, "Oh my gosh, more! Oh yes, thank you. I would love dessert." So
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday from somebody who was like, it was actually that girl from Bridgerton, and she was like, I just feel like as a society we moved on way too fast from Renaissance, and
which one?
hey, we need to go. She was the on
The
the
lead in the second season?
no, so the Indian girls. There's like the older one, and then the
Yeah,
younger one's the younger daughter.
the younger
Yeah,
one.
the younger one. She
Okay.
was like, we moved, but she said in her British accent. So it's like, we moved past Renaissance way too quickly. And then so I was like, you know what though?
Why would they give a fuck about this American ass album?
Correct. We did move past Renaissance way too fucking quickly. It's still good. Like I have my Renaissance and Cowboy Carter playlists. I have them arranged where Cowboy Carter's first, like she intended it to be. And then oh my God, the transition from Amen into fucking Renaissance is everything. But like this lady, she has given us so much, and it's not old, it's not tired. I just watched Black is King. The Beyonce Bowl is still up on Netflix. Homecoming is I watch it every Thanksgiving. That's like my Thanksgiving tradition now. Like she has given us so much, and it's still fun for me. So
yeah, exactly.
whenever she's ready, though,
That's
probably next
exactly it.
year, for Act 3. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I would really like a rock soul funk project as the third one. But again, when that lady went to go take them them pictures with LaToya Luckett kids, and she was like, "Oh, my knees ain't as good."
Yeah,
She said when she was
right.
getting down there, and everybody was having heart palpitations on the internet. Oh, the queen, her knee, girl. I was
knew her
watching
knee
Smart
was
Guy
fucked up.
yesterday, and I haven't even gotten to the episode with Destiny Child did, and I'm like, girl. This lady was like 16, 17 years old on this show that I watched as a kid. She's grown.
Yeah. Famously has had
She's
knee
grown.
surgeries.
Her oldest child about as old and tall as Yvette Henderson her damn self. Like, leave this lady.
Oh God, for real, yeah. Damn.
But yeah,
My queen.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Mine
whatever you
queen,
do,
whatever it is, hair products, whiskey. I still go and it's just like, why are they good things?
Right. It would be different if she was just putting out bullshit, but her whiskey's good. Her hair products are good. Her music's good. Her visuals are good.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Also releasing music very soon is Bel Khali's Alamanzar.
Oh,
I think that's
yeah.
how you say it. I think I was right.
I think you are.
Yay! Cardi B has an album called Am I the Drama that's dropping on September of the 19th. I thought the single was 19th. Okay, so the album comes out next month. And then on Friday, the 15th, we get the single Imaginary Players.
Yes, we do. She's been teasing it all week. Apparently, she got Jay-Z's personal approval to sample his song. So we'll see.
That ought to be supported and loved by all the female rappers.
It definitely will not.
I'm sure that everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I love Jay-Z, Cardi. This is so cool."
You love telling lies. You just love
what bitch
fantasies and coming up with shit.
Oh gosh, you got Jay-Z's personal view. The girls are messy, dude.
The cokehead is powering up as we speak. She was waiting for that song to come out. I know she gonna spiral, and that's on top of all of the rap purists who are already like, absolutely not. Cardi B can't touch no Jay-Z sample, absolutely not. So we'll see. Cardi's on my shit list right now anyway, but we'll see what this song sounds like.
Wait, why Cardi can't touch a Jay-Z sample? Like, y'all have not taken classics from icons and butchered them half to death every single season.
Well,
would you like me to name names? Because I'm not saying that in defense of this. I can never hear this goddamn song in my life. I'll be fine and go to sleep.
I mean, I don't know.
But
it could be awful.
But like, Girl, either way, if we're gonna talk about sampling the greats and doing not a fuck thing with it or not deserving it, I can name
Yeah,
names if you
it's
want me
not
to, or
like
just let me
right,
know.
not like she will have been the inventor of that. You know, she won't be the genesis, but we'll see. We'll see what this song sounds like. I am cautiously
I'm
optimistic.
that I think I will use that
Mhm.
term as well. Cautiously optimistic is the best I can give because I don't know.
Cardi makes a lot of bops, but she's not always rapping her ass off. That so we'll see. We will just but I know somebody who is gonna be on the Twitter live or whatever the fuck it's called having a fit.
Is there like a snippet?
Not that I know of. All the promo I've seen for it is just different photographs of her with imaginary players.
Oh, here you go.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know how much I can.
I don't think that can't be real. I pray that isn't real.
It looks like she's walking out of like a like a wrestling match.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I'll listen to the whole.
Yeah, well, I'll wait for Friday. Uh-oh.
Well, she's still having baby boy ass hood rat fun with her new nigga and her old nigga online. Posted a photo with Stefan Diggs, captioned "Fuck it, we ball." While they're out at dinner, looking. Well, she's looking lovingly into his eyes. He's looking like maybe she has something on her top lip, or maybe like her lipstick is smeared somewhere. But you know, niggas.
Lord.
Offset promptly responded with a photo of his own, captioned "Fuck it, watch it fall."
What?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Get a life. Get a life, nigga.
Right?
Like
you're rich. You're
allegedly.
Relatively handsome. You're definitely fucking.
Right.
What? Why?
Did you even want that girl? Because you never stopped cheating on her. So
not once. So
why do you care so much about who she's fucking now?
I don't know.
God, niggas are so weird. Like, grow up. Ugh.
Let's talk about Cash Doll. This one was funny. So Cash Doll, I think maybe last week, very recently, her latest boyfriend, Zadarius Smith of the National Football League, got into a bit of an exchange on social media with Cash Doll's child's father, Tracy T, who I believe is a producer or a rapper or something like that from Detroit. Tracy posted a video at some point on the couch looking like he was zooted out of his goddamn brain, talking about Zadarius calling him and saying, stop calling my girl, stop calling, why you calling my girl Cash Doll? And Tracy's mocking him in this video, saying like, that's my baby mama. Like, I can call her if I want to. You gotta deal with me for the rest of it.
Well,
I mean, we say that all the time.
Where's the lie? Right. That's exactly why y'all supposed to be careful about who you give these children to. That's exactly why. Yep. Correct.
So he's just laughing and I just do not believe sober. But either way, messy, whatever. Then I see a photo of Cash Doll and Zadarius, and it looked like this looks like she might be getting ready for a wedding, like a friend's wedding or something. Like maybe they're either at the wedding or fitted, whatever. They're dressed up for something fancy. The Shade Room posted this. Tracy left a comment and goes, Cashton don't want to be there. That's his son. Because Cashton is doing what little boys at this age too when they have to put on a suit
Right.
or go anywhere, which is just
Then
like,
they're
girl, how
looking
much longer?
annoyed. Right.
I mean, we have Miss Gracie. I mean, we have Gracie. We have Spider-Man. We have so many other things we could do. We could be eating fruit strips.
Yeah. You
We
got
could
me
be
in
getting
these
grass
stiff-ass
stains
clothes.
on my good clothes.
Right.
Right.
Fuck this.
What is this? I don't even know this person who got married. I don't even know I'm married. You know, so like
None of my business, and I don't care.
because that's just how kids are, and it's actually really cute. But his grown adult father, who's an adult, leaves a comment and says Cashton don't want to be there. Zadarius leaves a comment and says, "Nigga, when you're ready to buy school clothes and go half on that tuition, let me know."
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Whew.
That's quite embarrassing, nigga. Another man raising your son? Just doing the regular parenting things? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Keisha Antoinette Knight was not interested in further stressors
Okay.
and drama from niggas who could actually just control themselves on the internet.
Yep. Yeah.
She tweeted, "At this point in my life, I just need to be single. Darius is a great guy, but we can't see eye to eye, and with all due respect, we decided to part ways." Sounds like you did. But I'm giving the internet a break also, so I'm done with y'all too right now.
Amen.
When I tell you I screamed it. I said, work.
More of that.
I love it. Mental health is real. You got to make sure everyone around you means well. So tell me why. Don't tell me why. I mean, it's in there.
I bet you already know the answer. Yep. Whatever the question.
Tracy posts on Instagram after this comes out and goes, "Look like I'm gonna be paying that tuition by myself." Hashtag still Tracy out now, which I guess is his album or EP or something.
Oh, no, he makes sense.
Keisha cashed all night. Responded and said, "Tuition and Tracy in the same sentence is something I've never seen before," with about 12 laughing emojis. She said, "I don't care who I'm not with. It'll never be you, prick." And then 2 days later, she tweeted, "I love my man." So I guess she back with Zadarius.
All right. Okay. 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So why? So
it's giving. She was like,
out of this.
"Why are you arguing with this fuck nigga when I told you that he ain't shit? He is not going anywhere.
Right.
He isn't going anywhere. So this doesn't help what I'm dealing with up here. What's not clicking? You have to get out. You have to leave." And then she was like, "Oh no, you're not getting the last laugh. Hey, come back over. It's fine. We can talk." So it sounds like both of them need a reality show.
Right. Because Zadarius has kids as well. So you fully understand the concept of somebody else always having to be there because you also share tune with someone who is not cashed off. So
yeah.
Just kind of seems like my baby daddy being able to provoke you on Instagram shouldn't be a thing. Like,
yeah,
you don't see me arguing with your baby mama about a damn thing. Why would I? Whatever she got going on that don't got shit to do with me and vice versa. Like it. Okay, well.
Especially because it's like he's not even giving. He doesn't even have like a huge one-up. Tracy's antics kind of make him look crazy without responded. You don't have to say anything. He's not a threat to you.
Cashton don't want to be there. Okay, he's a little. What is he, like a ring bearer or something in this wedding? Like, not shocked.
That was my favorite kind.
I'm sure if it was if somebody played Uptown Funk or whatever the kids love these days, and he got to go out on the dance floor, you would see a completely different side of Cashton.
Baby Shark, right?
So like that trait, you're right. Everybody needs to grow up. It sounds like these men, especially.
Gracie has bops.
Oh no, Gracie in that corner. No,
Gracie
it's them Negroes over there are on to something. It's some high quality tunes.
Brian Michael Cox, Babyface.
Y'all grown asses be playing them songs when your kids are gone. Your baby be in daycare and you playing Gracie's corner.
Gracie over there with Dark Child.
Oh, like
Like,
SeaWorld. You see SeaWorld booking different niggas every week to perform out there. What is going on?
really?
I don't know what it is. I think Trina was just there. Yes, Trina, Saturday, August 9th at the Bayside Theater. I don't
That's
know why
fun. I
SeaWorld
love
is.
SeaWorld.
Genuine's up
I mean,
next.
SeaWorld.
Genuine will be at SeaWorld this
At
Saturday.
SeaWorld?
I don't know why, but
It's so random.
yeah, yeah.
To perform what? Pony?
Sure. There it is. All the greatest hits.
The family play. Okay.
Right over there with the dolphins. Just right over there.
I mean, you can ride on those.
Can you? They let you ride dolphins there? See, this is
I
why
think
people
so.
keep having petitions to shut that place down. That can't be good. I feel like
Not like I don't think you can. I don't think it's one of the. I don't think you can just like go in and get to it. I think it's like a separate thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think it's like you would like book it and
in
do it
advance and all
separate.
that.
Like yeah, but I think so. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
That
agree.
don't seem
As well.
right.
You probably shouldn't allow to. Yeah,
Sound like
I've
sort of thing you
never-
shouldn't be allowed to do.
I've never. As much as I love dolphins and find it, and I'm interested in doing it. Every time I see videos of it, I'm like, who the fuck says these dolphins want to be involved with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just all kinds of people. And you know, these people probably just bring in all kinds of flora and fauna into their home.
Even as a kid, SeaWorld was like, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't feel like this is supposed to be an entertainment destination.
I thought of it
like
like
we need to
as
leave.
because we also had Miami Seaquarium.
Mhm.
SeaWorld is up, I think, in Orlando or somewhere further. But Miami has a nice
Yeah.
aquarium in it too. I loved it because it was like the zoo with more underwater shit to me. But then I
Yeah.
saw that damn SeaWorld documentary.
Right. You're like, this is unacceptable,
That shit was
actually.
wild. It was so, and then you think like Tiger King too. Florida's that should be crazy.
No laws. Just do whatever you want to. Just fuck these animals right over. That's Florida.
grown up. Assuming that most of these places are really just like, oh, we're about the animals and we love them so much and we feed them out of our hands because they love us and look at us like parents.
Until the
Just
lights are off.
throwing a baby leopard into a lunchbox.
Yeah. Then the Tiger
Okay.
King was really, oh man, that exposed a lot.
Like faggots will
I
take it too far.
don't think we should let meth heads collect exotic animals
Yeah.
and charge people
That's
$30 to
awesome.
come look at It would be Oklahoma.
No legs anymore. That one's missing an arm.
Yes.
This one has one less eye than last time you saw him. I probably shouldn't have given you all these wild, dangerous predators.
Right.
The animals.
Probably shouldn't. Right. Probably should not have let these precious babies into this space. Something had to be done about that whole situation. But yeah, this Cash Dolls niggas just need to grow up. I just don't know why she told us about it if she was gonna get back with that nigga after the weekend. Like, that's my only thing. Why did it have to be announced to social media if you was just gonna get right back with that nigga 72 hours later?
That's fair.
Mhm.
That's fair.
But okay.
So Sha'Carri Richardson ain't gay no more?
You know, I was asking myself this question earlier. Maybe she's just queer. You know, queer, you can be whatever. You could just fuck whoever you want to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's that, or maybe she grew out of it, fell off.
Should she be gay?
No, it don't sound like
let me
it. It don't sound like she should. It sound like she needs to keep her hands and feet and vagina and everything else to herself. Keep all of that solo dolo for a while.
Sha'Carri Richardson was arrested at the Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Domestic violence charges. Like, after attacking her boyfriend Kristen Coleman, who also is a sprinter. The incident was caught on camera, and you can actually
Airport.
see. I mean, not a
Don't know what she was thinking.
desolate,
Really don't.
abandoned, just
right in the middle of the
crowded.
Seattle fucking airport, girl. Just right there at TSA.
Countless people like, oh my goodness, what's going on? Like everybody's just
extremely public.
So I don't know what they were arguing about, but you can see Sha'Carri shoving Christian a couple of times. It looks like even at one point she punched him. And he's just moving around trying to get away from her, I guess. Which also seems like without calling too much attention. So yeah, our track and field superstar was of course arrested for this. And then she posted a video apologizing. I have to rewatch it because I finished the video and I was like, trying to figure out how I felt. About it.
Yeah, because it doesn't
about
feel
the video
apologetic
itself.
to me. It does, she's smirking all throughout. But some people,
it almost
make
felt like
faces.
a script, but it wasn't.
Right.
I could tell she wasn't reading a script, but it I don't know. It felt weird.
It felt like something she felt like she should say, but maybe not necessarily that she meant. And I mean, even Christian was like, I don't feel like she should have been arrested behind that. Like, it wasn't that serious. He declined to press charges and all that. But it didn't seem, she did not have the air of someone who was apologetic to me. It felt insincere in that way.
Yeah, I'm sure she had people on her team go, girl, you need to,
because I'm stunned that you couldn't keep control of yourself enough in the goddamn airport to not put your hands on this man. Like, so either you don't understand the severity of like the airport and TSA, or you need some mood stabilizers or something to help you regulate your fucking self. Because who throws a tantrum in the goddamn airport? Who does this?
White people.
You cannot just put your hands on your partner in the fucking airport. Or anywhere, but especially there. Like, that's
but especially in a highly secure, incredibly surveilled.
Everywhere. There are cameras everywhere in the fucking airport. I just don't. It's very disappointing.
Police, witnesses.
Yeah. People who will charge you even if your man won't, because you cannot put your hands on another person. I saw that she had posted something about, I've been through a lot. I'm so traumatized. I've had such a terrible life. And okay, you got it.
Apologize to Christian. He came into my life and gave me more than a relationship, but a greater understanding of unconditional love from what I've experienced in my past. Due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it, but give it. I love him, and to him, I can't apologize enough. My apologize should
That's
be
what
just
she wrote.
as loud as my actions, honestly louder. To Christian, I love you and I am so sorry. So yeah, she kind of, I saw that too, that she kind of dipped off into or implied that past trauma, probably from relationships, to have something to do with these actions. I don't know.
Yeah,
but this coupled with that video felt like, is this sincere or are you cleaning up your mess? But I don't know. This felt more sincere than the video, though.
Yes, I agree. The video, I think, was a big misstep because the smirk on your face throughout, it just really makes you look like you don't actually believe what you're saying and you're just saying it because you feel like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just have that dumb look on their face and they like, I'm actually really devastated and I just look like I'm not.
That's true.
But
that's true.
Just letting you know, girl, in case you thought that was a good idea, I don't think it really came off that way, but I have a zero tolerance policy for people putting their hands on others. So okay. I mean, good luck, I guess, in therapy. Where's your therapy? You can't go, and this go for all of y'all. You cannot go from relatively unknown to easily Googleable, world famous athlete or world famous person and not have some therapy along the way, you will fuck yourself over sooner or later. Nicki Minaj
Don't do it for you.
and Cardi B, you own your way to being the next Nicki Minaj if you don't grow the fuck up, if you don't figure your shit out and get some real help for it. I have a feeling Cardi went to therapy just to help her figure out how to leave Offset, and then she didn't work on shit else in her life. But and then she was like, I'm done, actually. I think this is all I need.
Therapy is fierce.
But yeah,
I'm great.
go get
All my problems are finished.
yeah. Go talk to somebody and figure out why you act like this. Because putting your hands on your partner in the airport is just such a dumb bitch move. I'm so struggling to believe you did that. Why would you do that?
Doing it at Walmart is like, girl, are you trying to go to jail?
Are you literally? Are you trying to go to jail? You did this. You might as well have did it in a police station. It's cops everywhere in the airport. What do you think TSA is? They are officers. You will be arrested. You will be apprehended.
That's why so many agents are wide open assholes, because most of us will go, bitch, you lucky we in the airport.
Lucky we in the airport.
And I'm not trying to go on no fly list.
Right. I'm trying to get on this flight today. I got somewhere to be today. You lucky. You lucky. Everybody, the people with the least amount of patience, you dig deep and you scrounge up and you fucking find it because you're at the airport. So yeah, this lets me know you need to figure out whatever your issues are with your anger, impulse control, whatever that is. You need to find some help and grab a hold of that, because this is inexcusable.
Speaking of Nikki, why did she say the other day when she was arguing with Dez Bryant that Jennifer Hart is not getting paid because she lied or whatever about her husband? Which I'm like, we know that's not.
Did she say that?
She did.
Okay. Did the court say the same?
Hell no. That's why I'm like, did I miss something? Because she was like, oh, that's why she's not getting paid, because da 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 da. Like, you bringing up old T that wasn't even T. She lied. They were both this age. Da 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 da. And I'm like, you're still.
Why are you even
claiming that this lady lied?
About it?
Okay. Like, I know that it plucks you when people keep bringing it up, but it felt to me at the moment like digging into the details when we could refute them. Anyway, it turns out that she hasn't. Jennifer has not gone without payment because of lies.
Right. I haven't kept up with the latest news on this story, but
they just haven't reached a settlement.
You can say whatever you want to, right?
Continue settlement talks. Like, it's not done.
So then you can say anything. Close. Did that man with the robe and the gavel say the same? Did that person in the courthouse say the same?
And I would argue that they said something far, far away from the same. If they're ordering you to still figure out a settlement, if the judge said the same thing with you saying, there would be nothing to settle.
Yeah.
And now you have fans in this lady's DMs.
Oh, that's so true.
You have your fans in this lady's DMs talking about sending bombs to her houses and calling her a liar and saying she doesn't deserve to live.
I want to see y'all brought up on charges for the shit y'all do online too. More of y'all being brought up on charges and held accountable for the things you tweet and post and DM to others.
One of these bitches said you wish that your kids were Kenny's.
Why would I wish to have children by my rapist?
Everybody is sick. Everybody has to
have. The dumb bitch juice is overflowing with these hoes. The fuck?
Like, that is so...
Kenneth Petty, who has accomplished nothing. Remember when I Googled his job and it took me to the middle of page 3 before it was finally like he goes to parties and smokes hookah? Like, you think I want the man who sexually assaulted me as a teenager and to this day, 35, 40 years later, still doesn't do anything to be the father of my kids?
Y'all really just saying anything?
Child, that's you bitches who have no goals or aspirations, and so having somebody's baby is the most congratulations you'll ever get in your whole fucking life. That's you. That's not me. Don't put your broken ass aspirations and hopes onto my life.
Still aspire to a nigga who worked for at least like FedEx or
at least a nigga with a clearly discernible job. Like, just do you have a W-2, a 1044, anything? What do you do with your day in and day out? No, see.
Well, what's on your criminal record? One time when I was 15, I got caught stealing a Snickerses out the Eckerd's. I'll take it. Like, that's it. Fine.
Right.
Leagues better than what you're alleging
far
in this stranger's DM. Everybody needs a gas mask.
Meanwhile, you don't know this woman or her husband or the other. You know no one involved.
Nobody involved.
This is how I know y'all are all so fucked up. I'm sorry. Healthy people don't behave that way.
Baby.
Healthy people do not behave this way.
Baby.
Something's real wrong, and ChatGPT will not fix it. It will make things much worse. Have you heard?
Ways...
Okay, wonderful.
No, you started.
No, you.
No, I need to know what you're about to say.
Have you heard of the woman who the TikTok thing, the lady who fell in love with her psychiatrist? Okay, so that's not what you're talking about. It's a white woman who is,
of course,
not currently connected to reality. I do genuinely believe she's in psychosis, and she is talking about how she fell in love with her psychiatrist, and she's giving us all these details and like clues, like evidence and proof of him like stringing her along, and it's just him being like, okay, how are your meds making you feel? Okay, see you next month. Like, he's behaving like a regular psychiatrist, and she's reading all this stuff into it. It's been cute. It's been all over fucking TikTok, and it's getting worse because she keeps finding people to validate her, and she done found 2 different AI chatbots to feed her delusions. And, you know, when videos are that popular and you have that many followers on TikTok, you start making money off them shits. So now I'm like, I actually don't know if she's ever going to let this go because it's being validated in too many different ways for her. But that's not what you was talking about. So, okay. Okay, so don't go watch her videos. It
sounds like it could be the next day.
She's not well. And there have been a lot of comparisons. And, well, the other problem is that she said her psychiatrist's name, so people have found him. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. And they were like, he specializes in treating schizophrenia. Very interesting. Because this lady was like, all I have is ADHD. It's like, I don't think so, actually. I do not think so. She does seem to be genuinely mentally ill, but also I think her actions are causing harm to her psychiatrist, who, for many different ethical and legal reasons, can't defend himself publicly. So it is quite the kerfuffle.
That is crazy.
Over on the Clock app right now. It is because she goes on live and has that ChatGPT bot tell her how she's right, and you can't look at the other side of it because there is no other side, and you've been such a great person, and it's inexcusable for him to treat you this way. And it's just this man being like, okay, so same time next month. Like, anyway, she's not well. She genuinely is not.
I mean, clearly not.
And when she comes out of this, she is going to be so ashamed.
That absolutely sounds like the type of thing that the end of it for them is when it becomes a Netflix series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it very well could.
It's not fun like Risa Tisa, because she really is.
I was about to say. I was just about
It's not fun like Risa Tisa. It's not fun like Who the Fuck Did I Marry? Because Risa Tisa's in her right mind. This lady is not.
Yeah. I can't wait for that movie. I cannot wait.
Yeah. Come on, Natasha.
That is wild to me. Okay, so we question. When you say it's all over TikTok, what does that look like? Because to me, TikTok is just this.
Well, yeah. So the more you interact with TikTok, your For You page will show you relevant videos. And mine knows that I like mental health. But also, this lady, Kendra, these videos are so popular right now that they're popping up on most people's For You, regardless if you're interested in mental health or not. It's just that big. So the algorithm, and the more you engage with these videos, it'll show you more of that. So I've had to deliberately not watch any more videos about this woman to get her off of my feed because I do not want to encourage that or send even 2 pennies in her direction. But yeah,
That's fine.
it's quite messy. It is. I'm over here. I really feel for her psychiatrist, but
I can't even imagine.
if it's any consolation, bro, like 97% of people are on the psychiatrist side. When I tell you,
I bet.
people are like, oh, by the 13th video, I figured her psychiatrist didn't actually do nothing wrong. For me, it was at the top of the 4th video. I said, this woman, the delusions are strong, and she is not my reality and her reality, not the same place.
But with as big as these things get and as big as TikTok gets, I know that 3% is still.
Oh, baby. The battery in her back, because she blocks everybody who tells her that she's wrong. If you get in her live and tell her she's wrong, she'll block you.
I'm talking about the 3% for the doctor.
Oh, the 3% who are against the doctor? Because everybody's on the doctor's side.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, with as large as it is, I'm sure that 3% is still pestering. Like, I'm sure
I'm sure
an annoyance for him.
They've probably called his practice, emailed him so many.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I can't even imagine.
Even though most people are on your side or agree with you and won't harass you, I'm sure it is still not fun.
Yeah.
For you to have just now all of a sudden be famous, basically, for lack of a better term, across the world,
right,
for just doing your job because one of your patients decided that they're in love with you, or are you in love with them?
That she's she said that she told him once about this sexual fantasy she had about the two of them, and that he looked uncomfortable and was like, okay, and she was like, and I just feel like he was looking like that because he knew that I had tapped into his mind frequency and I had said the exact same fantasy that he's been thinking of all these months. And I was like, all right, everybody call CVS and check to see if your prescription is ready for a pickup. Right, girl.
Because if that's the case, girl, what are you doing there?
She said that he strung her along all these months, knowing that mind you, I just met with my psychiatrist on Monday. That was an 8-minute appointment. These people do not, unless you have one of the ones who also does therapy, which is like $500 an hour. There you go. Unless you have one of those, your psychiatrist appointment is 15 minutes or less almost every time. It is, how you doing? How's the meds? You have any thoughts of hurting yourself? Okay, here's your refill. Bye. Like, that is almost everybody's psychiatrist appointment. How did you didn't fall in love, baby. This is the mental illness. It's mental illnessing, and you need some help. I can't imagine how deeply ashamed she'll be whenever she breaks out of what she's going through right now. But yeah, that's what I thought you were going to talk about. What was on your mind?
Because the other thing I'm thinking about it too is just like, I'm thinking of like, I can't think about TLC and how a lot of those shows, like 90 Day,
I was thinking, don't go chase some waterfalls.
Fair. A lot of those shows do kind of take seemingly regular folk with pretty obscure situations.
There's a lot going on.
Definitely mental health things that should be talked about.
Yep.
And whether they reach that doorway or not, once you get into Us Weekly or something, once you get that first, like,
right,
I don't know, Factor sponsor or something, something from my own
whatever.
And it's like, bitch, oh wait, the girls love how kooky and crazy and insane I am. I'm making shirts. And I feel like some of the girls can get lost in that.
Yes. If you're already...
Like Honey Boo Boo's mama.
You believe that you have these psychic karmic gifts or whatever else, your AI chatbot is telling you do, this very dedicated group of also mentally ill people on TikTok are telling you that you do, and everybody else is engaging with your videos to laugh at you and make fun of you, but all of that translates to money anyway. So now financially you're being validated in this bullshit. Oh, this sounds like it's not going to get much better. And she's like, oh, my friends and family keep calling me and telling me to log off and they just don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Just like ignoring the people in her life who are trying to help. Yeah, I'm like, God damn, dog.
If the people in your life are hitting you up and going, hey, boo, no more. And you're like, they never loved me. They've never wanted me to have anything.
Like, oh,
I may not have any help for you.
Yeah.
The other thing about it is, bitch, one or two of these bitches are going to be super evil and sociopathic and jump into your DMs and be like, hello, it's me, the ghost of Aristotle. You're right about everything.
This is what I'm saying. The people validating you also aren't well.
Right.
Or they're trolls and they just want to see mess and conflict and ridiculousness online. So that situation is bad. And I don't know. I want TikTok to just remove her from the platform, but her shit's so popular right now, they probably won't. China, like, that's y'all's American bullshit, y'all's American problems. Nothing to do with us. Goodbye.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I was going to talk about it. Other people who are possibly not well. I don't even remember. You had like a perfect springboard. This is not a healthy way of dealing with problems.
Okay.
Cameron and Omar Gooding.
Not still with this.
Mind you, Omar Gooding has released like 5 records. Cameron has released 0.
This is still happening. No way.
Yeah, it's still going on.
No.
I think it's going to keep going on. Yep.
No way.
I've never been this more, like, I'm so confused. I still don't understand why this is taking place. Like, what is the inception? Because I know, like I said, Cameron had 50 Cent on the show. He was trying to gas 50 and say how 50 has kind of become a person similar to Tyler Perry in Hollywood, where a lot of Black actors who can get work anywhere rely on him for work, right? And he, for whatever reason, goes Ving Rhames, like Omar Gooding Jr., like they basically like dissing them. Omar Gooding, well respected, you know, still working, successful, happy. Ving Rhames was just in Mission Impossible last year, this year. So that was random. Omar was like, okay, fine, I'm gonna diss you. The records were pretty good. He's like, get in the booth, let's argue. Cameron said, oh, I'm on vacation, but I'll be back for the podcast soon. That was the last I heard. I think Omar put another diss record out after that.
Oh my God.
So Cameron, now... This is one of the craziest things I've ever... I want to just preface this.
What am I looking
Are you
at?
seeing what took place? Okay, you are. This is one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Oh my God.
New York niggas are crazy. Okay. So...
Nah, something wrong with him.
Cameron claims that amidst all of this, Omar Gooding went to Miami because he was booked for a film, auditioned, did all of this stuff, and laughed at Omar, saying that the movie is never going to come out. And the reason he knows that is because Cameron himself is the one who booked him for this fake movie. And he knows all of those movie producers, everybody in those rooms, essentially set him up to come in there and audition, take his shirt off, do all of these things. And then Cameron plays the video of him watching the audition and laughing at him.
Wow.
I was like, okay, you spent money on this.
Real money.
He spent real money to put together an audition, a booking, a shoot, all of these things, just to be like, hey, nigga, that movie you thought that you got booked for, it's not coming out. Well, he still got paid. You paid him.
Right.
After he made 3-4 diss records towards you.
Right.
And now he's still laughing. He went and did another project after that one. And is back in the studio. And you still, so it's like, Cam, killer. As someone who's been a Dipset fan since I was in like
Are you
ninth grade.
What the fuck?
I have to ask, what's going on? What's going on? What? Who does all of this?
Why haven't you gotten in the booth? That man put out 5 songs. What?
You're a rapper. He's not. I'm actually, this one blows me over. But the fact
yeah, because you went through all that trouble to set up like a fake green room or fake whatever. Like you went through all, I cannot believe what I'm looking at right now.
It's pretty crazy. I don't get it.
It's beyond childish.
It's like it's a thing that I know his type of niggas, his friends, like niggas, like they will think it's hilarious. But I have to ask,
because they're also
why? Right.
Paying a nigga you hate, it's no way you can justify that making sense to me. Like, it's no way you gonna come out looking like you won in that situation to me. Because you put money directly in that nigga pocket. You did. The nigga who's currently clowning you. Like, for what?
Like, you didn't even get him to dress up like Ginger Minge or something like actually embarrassing.
Why would it be Ginger Minge?
No, that's the first person that came to mind.
Of all people.
I don't know why. Ginger's the first person.
That would be funny. He went on an audition. So many actors audition.
Every day, like every single day.
That's working. Do you work? What do you do for work now? Because it's clearly not rap.
It doesn't matter. Do you know how many actors not only audition, go into production? There are actors who film whole movies that don't come out. Look at that girl.
All the time. It happens all the time. You're not. This is what I'm saying. Like,
but they continue to go on. They did their job. It's not their job to release the movie.
Yeah.
It's not. So you gave him a job.
You paid for his flight, hotel, whatever. Like
I don't understand. I genuinely watched this and I was like, yes, this is childish. Yes, this is petty. But I don't see the win. Like I can look at things and be like, this is incredibly immature. This is petty, but it was really funny. Or I see how you got one up on your
right.
I don't with it.
I don't even see how you won. It looks like an L in so many different ways. On top of the fact that man has put out 3, 4, 5 songs clowning you, and you have not put out even one.
And he laughed about this.
So, Cameron fans, come
Omar Gooding. You think that is a checkmate? Be careful. My inbox is full of grimy shit you've done, past and present. People really got it out for you. Seriously, be careful. Ain't nothing but love over here. Can you book me to Toronto next?
Right. Since you paying for niggas to go on vacation. What an idiot.
He said, y'all said he was going to cook me on the mic. That's y'all champion?
All right. See, these Harlem niggas. I really need Cameron fans to explain this to me. Like how, because I'm looking at his, I can't believe it. But
I'd love to. I am a fan. I don't know.
Show me.
You have to ask a straight childish nigga. And I don't know where.
Well, I'm looking in the comments. I see Peter Guns. So that lets me know already.
Girl, I mean, it's a child. Like, it's a child.
No, but.
It's a child.
No, people really. What's funny about it? I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. But you know what? It's kind of, I don't even know why I'm just not making this connection. This all started with him in a conversation between 50 Cent, who he's gassing up and covering in Gold Flakes. 50 Cent would totally do some stupid shit like that.
Yeah. But honestly,
and I would still be confused and be like, well,
y'all are childish though. Y'all have very juvenile mentalities.
Yeah.
Like that. It's true for a lot of grown ass people, men especially. So
yeah.
I just don't see how why would you I really don't see
you spent coin and gave this man a job. And then the laugh was like, oh, we filmed it.
It's not
and
coming out.
The movie's not coming out. Who gives a fuck? Like,
you flew me out and paid me for a prank. I guess you got me. Yeah. Can you prank me in Toronto next and then Turks and Caicos after that? And then I'd like to go to the south of France.
Bitch, Tom Holland will get a phone call from his agent like that movie ain't coming out. And he just goes and films something else.
Right.
Like, no one, I don't get it. And I am a fan.
You see how regressive your mindset has to be to think that this was like a good idea and you was like really getting one over on that nigga. I know what I'll do. I'll book him for a job. See how embarrassing it is that you signed the paperwork and got mic'd up? What? No.
It should have been something like maybe like, oh, you scheduled an audition for him, and when he pulled up, it was just a parking lot full of kids dressed in Wild and Crazy Kids t-shirt, and they just throw eggs at him.
Right. Or did you even get something embarrassing on camera?
Incredibly, I don't think so.
So it's just
they were laughing when they were laughing when he took his shirt off and shit, but it's like, okay, got a dad bod.
God,
turn off.
God help me if I ever think that putting money in my ops pocket is the way to win a beef.
It's never gonna happen. Not the God I know. Not mine.
No, not the same. My God, believe in common sense. We really are heavy on that. We big on that, and I'm just not. This footage of you sipping tea watching this man audition is like.
Not watching him eat dog food out of a Dixie cup.
Not watching him like and give blowjobs.
Right.
Like, he's not doing anything demeaning, or he just is.
He's doing his job as
an actor. Is that embarrassing to you that a working actor would audition?
Oh, baby.
I'm starting to feel like every time we talk about celebrities, the recurring theme is grow the fuck up.
With a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
with a lot of them.
I really thought last week when you brought this up, it was going to be like, wow, what a crazy story. We'll never talk about that again.
Me too.
Me too. I want the rest of you Cameron fans to step forward and explain to me, like I'm 5 years old, how this makes sense.
Or even if you down in your petty soul have like an answer or an inkling into how this is a W.
Yeah.
How this is a V. Bitch. Like,
is it just one U? It ain't even got to be the W. Can we just get one of them U's? Because I'm not seeing it. Listen, if you hate me, you can also book me to fly first class.
Yes, please.
And put me up for 2 to 3 days in some city.
My schedule can be open.
And a check on top of that, yeah, you actually can. You can go right ahead and book me for that.
And I don't even have to do the work of filming the movie.
I would love to see. I actually have a list of destinations across the planet I would love to see. So if any of y'all are just like, God, I hate Crystal, what could I do? I know.
I've been watching White Lotus, and so I've always been
let's pay her rent. We'll fly her to Thailand and pay her rent, and that'll show that bitch.
Her stupid ass.
Oh, yeah,
she don't even know that we just paid for her ass to go to fucking Thailand and swim with the turtles and have a vacation.
Well, I got footage of you signing the contract and getting mic'd up. Okay. And I was gallivanting around Thailand for 3 days and got paid. Oh, yeah.
It was us.
You can't be so petty and childish that you don't actually win the argument or the fight or whatever. Like, you can't.
That's not.
If it was petty, childish, funny, and you actually got one over on him, I would be saying something completely different. But this just looks like a waste of time.
Should just made a song.
Time and money.
Should just made a song.
I'll book you for my goddaughter's baby shower next. Okay. And I'll be there. Long as that payment clear, I'll be there, girly pop.
Like, what are we confused about?
When are you going to get in the booth and respond to me on wax? Aren't you a rapper? Why is Omar Gooding out rapping you?
I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. And I love Omar Gooding, bitch. Y'all know Smart Guy, one of my favorite shows. You know, I joke about Baby Boy all the time. I grew up watching this man.
What are we saying?
But I also am a Diplomat fan for a completely different reason. I am confused how we've gotten to this crossroad.
Yes,
and I'm confused as to why, rather than putting the flames out, Cameron is like, I got some gas. And I'm going to jump into the fire.
I'm going to make it so much worse. I'm going to make it way worse. For me, not for you.
Drake is back to admitting that girls are leaving him on red. So we're almost home.
You think so?
We've almost got our... No, I don't.
Damn you. I was about to say, because ain't this lawsuit still going on?
I think he's just spiraling a little bit slower than his label mate. But yes, they have pushed... He's now pushing for Kendrick's contract to enter the chat, as well as communications with Lucian Grange of Universal Music Group. I guess hoping to find conspiracy in it. I barely even remember what he's suing them for.
Would the contract say, and if you get into a beef with Drake, we will make sure to promote your song everywhere and suppress anything Drake puts out? Like, what? Why do you need... Why would...
I'm sure they're going to settle with him, Universal. But because it's a huge fucking record label.
Yeah, I mean...
They gotta... they can't be innocent of all...
I'm tired of asking what I think are normal questions, and there's simply no answer. Like...
Yeah.
What's the point of this? What are the details of Kendrick's... How is that at all relevant to this? I mean, maybe that's for a lawyer to decide, but I did see something about them sending it over, but key parts being heavily redacted. And I'm like, yeah, those are probably the parts that is nobody else's fucking business. Like, it's just weird that Drake is responding like this and choosing, like, it's not even just, oh, this is what I said or this is what I did. He is doubling down on it and standing 10 toes down in his white man decision to sue behind Not Like Us, which is, I mean, you just lost.
Still a great song.
Can it not just be that you lost?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No.
Okay. I guess not.
Well, he was on he was in an interview or stream or some shit with this kid, Aiden Ross, who I only know for being a streamer who is also a huge supporter of Donald Trump and a huge fan of Tate. And that's been wide open news that everybody knows for a while. So Drake decided to go on his show anyway, talk to him about his new album he's recording called Iceman, which also lets me know that we're not getting
No, I think
getting on me again. He said,
and that's all I've wanted.
Is that what you want? Let me tell you.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
He was talking about a YouTuber by the name of Aaliyah Shalesh. Sorry if I said your name wrong. She's most commonly known as SS Sniper Wolf on YouTube. YouTuber / streamer, I believe. Pretty girl. And said something about jumping into her DMs. Drake said, she told me that she had a man. And then I was like, well, can we fight to death? Can we fight to the death?
Yeah.
And then I think that was the end of the DM. That's what he said. The following morning, Sniper Wolf Shalesh posted on her Instagram story, "Good morning," made headlines for leaving a rapper on red. LOL. So I was like, oh, we're right on the perimeter of the things that have always made Drake. My feelings are hurt.
Girls don't like me back.
girls don't like me back the way that I want them to. They don't respond to my messages.
Can you believe
we
it?
still have these cornrows. We still have you adding more tattoos. We still have you pump faking, you covering up niggas like a baby mama. You know, it's a lot of other stuff going on. So I don't really know what to expect from this, but I'm not gonna act like the door is closed for me with Drake music. I will give it an opportunity.
Yeah, you would.
I will give it an opportunity.
I keep trying, but nothing's been good in a while.
If this next album is not like, if I don't like it, period, I'm just done. I'm just done. Because I'll tell you one thing: that song he just put out with Central C.
Okay, well, is it good? I've not heard it. I'm actually looking up a list of all of his singles to see when was the last time he put one out that I liked.
Oh, goddamn, Bill, you let me know. I'm actually...
No, I'm still scrolling and it's not coming up. Damn, it probably is nice for what? As sad as that is. Okay, so yeah, no, this song he just put out, is it awful?
It's not awful. I just don't think Central C needs to be on it. It would have probably been better if he wasn't. But he was like, oh, Central C is also racially ambiguous rap nigga.
This is 1 minute 48 seconds.
It's could have been shorter.
Okay. So as soon as he gets into the accent, I have to cut it off. I have to cut it off. There's only one Caribbean in that family, and it's not you.
And it's right.
And it's not you, nigga.
It's our Jamaican king. Yeah, no, Central C has a part in his verse where he goes, "Girl, your body is tea." Your body is tea?
Yeah.
Is it?
Who's he talking?
Is it white British man?
Oh, you know.
Is her body tea? He didn't even throw in like a crumpets like line. Or some other no.
No, the black slang is universal to these people. He
also claimed he made Nike tech suits popular. So everybody over there.
Oh, right. So so now y'all just making shit up. These are just stories. You didn't come up with, no, I'm sorry, you didn't popularize anything. That was all niggas. Central C. Okay.
They're like 20. Niggas been wearing tech suits since I was like 5.
Right. Maybe you made them popular in your friend group. Like maybe none of your friends
in your zip code, right?
Or whatever they call them over there. Your postal code, mate.
Right. Actually, that wasn't even that bad.
You know, it was, but I tell you what, the longer I listen to British people, the better it sounds. Like you gotta put me around like a group of them, and all of a sudden it's like I'm blending. Like I'm from Hertfordshire. Like I just sound like them niggas. Yep. Yep. Sure it is. Probably. So I'm gonna keep working on it.
Well, God bless you, Adonis's daddy. I was just happy to see that the woman in question is 32 years old.
That was probably deliberate. Make sure we go after grown-ups this time. It's smart.
Yeah. But see how the rest of this pans out for you, because gotta be honest, I can't say I'm anticipating anything.
I mean, and what if her man can't fight to the death? What if her man is like, yeah, let's do it, actually? Like Des Bryant when Nikki offered that $10 million in cash.
That man, that was so aggressive. He said that shit like, and it immediately made me feel like he would win. It was so,
and nobody, he was like, nobody's even arguing that. Like I think we all believe that.
He was like, it was like he was waiting for anybody. Like it was like years he's been waiting for somebody to invite him to a fight. Plus $10 million.
Cash dollars? Okay, yeah.
That man said, I will rip him into pieces in front of your very eyes. Yeah. When can you have the money?
I'm gonna bring 2 niggas to count the money while I'm whooping his ass. And I'm gonna just get started. I'm gonna get started for free. I'm I'm gonna get started on the ask me for free. They're gonna count the ducats, and then we're gonna be out. Thank you so much, Nicholas. Thank you so much.
Blessings to everybody mentioned today. Mostly Beyonce and her dancers who received Louis Vuitton luggage.
Mm-hmm. Congrats, y'all.
Yeah, pretty much just them. And Omar Gooding. All right. That's it for Hot Tops today. I'm going to take a break and come back with your mess. We're back. It is time for your listener letter.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Our first letter. Oh, here we go. Here's a fun little short one from Ari, who says, "Hey, Crystal and Kid Fury, I have a question for each of you. Crystal, I know normally we save the sports questions for Kid Fury, but I want to know which WNBA players are you enjoying watching this season? The catch is that you can't name anybody who plays for the Liberty. The growth of the league has been amazing to watch this year. I am a Dream fan, but I go out of my way to watch Gabby Williams as well as Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafin. I never know if it's Iriafin or Iriafin. Lord forgive me. From the Mystics.
Your heart was in it.
Okay. And then Kid Fury, what did you think about the film Weapons? I saw it this weekend with a friend and we both generally enjoyed it until the internet think pieces started coming out. I've seen all sort of discussions about the film being about hidden political messages. And here I was completely content thinking it was a good old movie about a witch. I would love to hear your thoughts on the film style and the overall storyline. You guys are the highlight of my week. Thanks so much, Ari."
Oh, Ari, I love these questions.
Yes.
You go first. I'm loving the WNBA's.
Same. I'm also loving these freshmen over on the Mystics, these rookies, Sonia and Kiki. I feel like I should not enjoy watching the Lynx since they seem to have our number this season. They're the clear favorites. They're number one seed, but especially when Nafisa's healthy. I love watching the Lynx play basketball. I think the Sparks are really getting it together. They're starting to gel and coalesce. Things are starting to look good for them. As far as individual, Paige, of course. Paige Beckers. It's killing me not to mention none of my girls.
Right.
Killing me. Who else? Seattle. What's going on with Seattle? I would love for somebody to tell me actually what's going on with Seattle and what's going on with Chicago. I'm really not understanding. And you know who else? Crash Out Mabry and Sanaya Rivers over on the Connecticut Sun. I don't know what they have going on, but I appreciate Marina's message about how they kind of stepped back from doing all the lies because y'all got weird and y'all were projecting all kinds of racist shit onto Sanaya when they were just having fun, and she's not with that dumb shit. So that's why she was like, yeah, stay out of our business. But yeah, I don't catch too many Sun games, but when I do, Sanaya Rivers is another that I think is having a pretty good season despite being on a team that's obviously not making the playoffs. But yeah, I think those are my answers. What about you in this Weapons movie that looks so terrifying? I know I'm not going to see that.
I had to I forgot I haven't looked at Stud Buds yet.
Oh, you haven't? The Stud Buds keep getting canceled and uncanceled and then canceled again and then uncanceled again. They just go back and forth between problematic and not, but
I Googled it and it was funny because there's also, it looks like there's a podcast called Stud Buds that's about Legos.
Oh, that's nothing to do with it.
Every week we gather around to talk about the thing we all have most in common. Studs, no Legos.
Oh, wow. I get it. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got Dejanay now, and they signed Jalen right after we cut her, which is just breaking my heart every time I think about it. But anyway, enough about these lesbians in the WNBA. What about Weapons?
I loved Weapons. I think Zach Cregger did a really great job with the film. I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to say anything. It's still a first week or whatever. So I will just say that I liked it better than Barbarian, which was his last project, and Barbarian similarly had a huge like word of mouth moment in its marketing from the previews to people just seeing it being like, I can't tell you what it's about. Just go watch it. I really enjoyed this more. I feel like it had more to say. I feel like the acting was excellent, and it was not that scary. Like traditional
Horror.
like an onslaught of terror the whole time. Like a sizable chunk of it feels like a true crime. Where did these kids go? What happened to these kids? Type of thing with some scary shit mixed in there. And it was surprisingly funny. But Barbarian had a dark, surprising sense of humor. So when I thought about that, I was like, oh, that makes sense why some of these are clear jokes and things like that. Yeah, again, acting was great. The ending was awesome. I loved it. I thought it was really good. If you like scary movies, definitely go check it out. Ma'am, who wrote in and asked if you should see it while you're postpartum, I still think the answer might be no. But but having seen it in full, I can tell you plenty of laughs. And you probably won't leave it feeling actually can't speak. I don't know.
Damn. Okay. All right.
So I can't. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I will know how that will affect your postpartum. I really don't. But it's not like a Hereditary. That Hereditary might be my favorite horror movie. Honestly, I'm still waiting for something else to prove me wrong. But that movie is pretty much misery and dread for the most of it. Weapons was tea. I'm afraid for him, for Zach, and his Resident Evil film that he's working on next. Because Resident Evil has had a ton of reboots, and almost all of them have been awful. All of them have been awful. Not reboots, adaptations, film and television adaptations from the video games. And I don't know. I'll cross fingers, Zach, because it seems like you do best. Oh, and the person also said something about hidden message. I don't think there was any real political messaging in it. If anything, maybe it had stuff to say about like the school system, or maybe just like the government and how it treats these types of situations.
Okay.
The brothers who made the film Talk to Me also had a film that came out this year called Bring Her Back, and that one kind of does a similar thing with foster care, where it kind of in the background of it kind of makes you think, should we be doing more? Should these kids are okay?
Yeah.
But I don't know that Weapons had too much of that. I'm pretty sure that I read that Zach Kreger wrote this after he lost one of his friends, and that it represents different stages of I guess him processing the loss of a close friend of his. So I don't think it's meant to be much of a political statement as much as it's just a scary movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but I loved it. I thought it was good. I even think you might be able to handle it. Not alone.
You know what? I keep wanting to say album art. The poster, whatever you call the movie poster, it is aggressively not for me. Yeah, no. Yeah. And it's like Shadow Children? No. No, sorry. Possessed Shadows is like, of all the fears a person could have, that's one of them.
That's actually the stuff that scares me the most. Like the boo stuff. It's like, you can get anybody with a jump scare. There's like, even this scene has a movie where someone's out in the front yard at night, and they're just looking out at a pretty still shot of a suburban street in the middle of the night. And out of nowhere, just from the side of one of the houses, one of these kids comes running around the corner with their arms like that. And they just start running in their direction. The shot doesn't move.
Nope.
And they're they're like the end of a block,
Nope.
like very far away.
Nope.
And they're running in direction, and then a couple seconds after, another kid comes, and then another one. And they're just running with their arms like that.
Nope.
In the dark.
Possessed children? The way I would go into my house, lock every door and window, and simply not come back. Oh, God, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No.
These adults.
Okay. Well,
Come up. That's how they get you. Kids are innocent. They shouldn't be scary.
Thanks, sir. Shouldn't. And yet, what you just described made my blood run cold. Not for me.
It might be right under Sinners for me. For this
wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying quite a bit.
And Bring Her Back is up there too. This year's we ate for horror.
And it's not. Together. I don't understand why why don't these movies come out in October?
I don't know. A lot of people do shoot for October for scary stuff too. So maybe some people are like too obvious, or it's gonna be too many horror movies that time. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ari, for the question. Another one. I don't like The Fever. I try not to watch them, but they have the most televised games, and since old girl has been injured, it's been slightly more tolerable to watch them. I say all that to say because I legit do not that fan base disgusting, like the worst.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
But Kelsey Mitchell is a joy to watch. I thought of that while you were
talking. Did you see the clip of Taylor Swift on her man and his brother's podcast?
Yeah.
It's just the one of him introducing her is the only thing I saw.
I saw her announce her album.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, that's what I thought you were talking about, because they just did that. They announced her album on their show, and then the next day his GQ cover came out. It's like, y'all are all right. I saw it because somebody on Threads was like, "Oh, Donald Trump thought that him, calling the National Guard into DC was going to distract us. He didn't know Taylor Swift was going to have an announcement tonight." It's like, bitch, you think Taylor Swift announcing a new album is eclipsing what Donald Trump?
Yep.
That's how I saw it, because a black person was like, "Please shut the fuck up." Anyway, let's move on. Thank you, Ari, for the question. Our next one comes from Hope, who says, okay, buckle in, because this is a what should I do type question. Hope says, recently I've been looking after my friend's dog. My friend Tamara was traveling over the summer and had a lot of life drama going on, so I offered to take care of her dog Pebbles while she was away. The plan was for me to keep him for a couple of months and return him once things had settled down, but the problem is I don't want to.
Oh, shit.
I am in love with this dog. No, Kendra.
Sweetie.
I find so much joy watching him sniff things out and explore. He's gained so much energy, which is amazing for an older dog like him. I feel that Pebbles and I have bonded, and I don't want to let that go. Now, I'm no stranger to loss, and I could deal with giving Pebbles back if I knew he was going to a happy and healthy home, but Tamara is a terrible dog owner. To be fair, she's a good trainer. Pebbles has excellent recall and can follow commands or perform tricks, but when it comes to caring for him, she neglects him. Tamara never walks him, she overfeeds him people food, and he's not allowed in a majority of her house, so he sits in a corner most of the day. Pebbles was depressed before I took him, and I can't bear to see him like that again. Since caring for him, I take Pebbles for several walks a day and give him stimulating tests to keep him entertained. I've monitored his food, and along with the walks, he's lost a lot of weight. He looks forward to his cuddles in the morning, and he checks to make sure I'm still following him when we're out on a trail. I live in a small town, so there's lots of freedom for dogs to run around and explore off-leash when Pebbles typically lives in a major city. I'm guessing that's with Tamara. I trust Pebbles a lot, and he's so intelligent. I feel like I'm speaking to a human, and we understand each other. Everything for Pebbles is better here. So my question is, do I steal this dog? I've been plotting all summer on ways to keep Pebbles. Another friend of mine recently stole their ex's cat for similar reasons, and it's been for the better. But I know Tamara won't give up as easily as this ex did, and that's a battle I'm not ready for. My backup plan was to fake his death, but I just don't know if I have the audacity, and it would require so many mutual friends to be on board, which, to be honest, I think most of them would be. I know the right thing is to have a conversation with Tamara about my concerns, but I just don't see it going well. She's not a receptive person and has a lot of interpersonal conflict going on because of it. And she tells a story of how when she first got Pebbles, someone else tried to take him away from her because they didn't think she was a suitable dog parent, and she resents it to this day.
Damn.
Tamara and I aren't that close to begin with, and I don't know if we could have a constructive talk. I'm not sure how to approach this situation. I only know that I can't deal with the heartbreak of returning Pebbles back to an unfit life. Any advice or tips on faking Pebbles' death is forever appreciated. Thanks so much.
Oh, yeah.
Love you both. Hope.
Yeah, let me figure out.
Oh, Black people don't hope. We wish. I don't know why that. Hope.
Me neither, but I love that.
Girl. What do you
This
think?
is... I don't know, because it's like when you say that someone else has clocked her for the behavior, and then you describe how she reacted to it.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to signal that you are going to, get the results that the dog needs. Not even the results you want, but the results that the dog needs.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what I would do right now outside of giving the dog back while voicing my concerns and having authorities on speed dial.
Yeah, I don't even know that authorities would do anything about it, because I think you're allowed to give your dog too much people food and let them be overweight and sedentary. Like, I don't think that's illegal. Like, I think you...
No, I don't know, like police. I'm
but like the ASPCA or whoever, the pound, whoever comes to get dogs that are being mistreated, animal control, that sort of thing. I don't know that Tamara's breaking any laws here, but I get wanting the best for the dog. I don't get how y'all aren't that close, but you took care of her dog for the summer. How is...
Thank you. I thought I was lost.
No, how are y'all not that close, but you could keep if somebody watched Lainey for me for months, we are extremely close. It don't get closer, actually. So...
When she said that, I was like, wait, what?
Maybe she don't really care that much about the dog. If she would let just anybody keep the dog for a couple of months, I would never. That wouldn't... No. But
maybe you could ask to watch her more. Did you say she? No, the dog's a boy.
Pebbles.
I think it might be the game.
I actually don't know. No, Pebbles is a him. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can ask to watch him more often.
That is nice. Like, why don't you bring Pebbles here for the weekend and let him run around, or once a month, something like that.
True.
But so you said this happened, that somebody tried to tell her about, she wasn't doing a good enough job with the dog when she first got him. But Pebbles is older now, so maybe she has chilled out or learned some lessons. True. If she's willing to let somebody she's not close with keep Pebbles for a couple of months, she might be willing to give him up entirely. I'm just saying, all she can say is no. Like, I would ask. Faking his death and getting other people to lie along with it and all that.
I'm not going to play like that.
That is such a bad idea. You're really desperate to keep this dog. That's such a bad idea. Why wouldn't Tamara say, okay, and give me his dead body? You think she's going to be like, oh, okay, well, my dog died. Guess I'll never see or hear from him or do anything else again. Like, no, if somebody was watching Lainey and she died in their care, I would want her body. Give me her body. What do you mean? You can't, this isn't... I understand. I really do. Because
I do too.
In this, not even a year that I've had a dog, I've suddenly become very, very interested in dog rights, animal rights, and animals having the things they deserve because they're pets. And if you don't want to take care of them, then don't fucking get one. Like, I'm on your side. And I do think Pebbles is better off with you, but Pebbles is not yours. And Pebbles is not a human child.
That's really just what it boils down to. Sucks.
A
for your
lot.
fifis, and I get it.
Sucks for Pebbles.
I would be in my fifis. It sucks for Pebbles.
Pebbles can't even go around the whole house. Like, Tamara really sounds like she don't have no business having a dog.
Yeah.
She really does sound like that, but it's her dog, bro.
Meanwhile, Link walks in, throws down her keys, says, "What's for dinner?" Then gets on my couch and watches the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Lainey will eat dinner and then pick up a toy and walk towards the bedroom and then look at me like,
hello.
Open the door.
I love when they do that.
Bitch, open the door. I just ate and I'm going to lay down and chew on Unicourse. That's what I'm finna do. Like, and you know that. Don't fuck up my routine. I would frame it as, oh my God, keeping this dog has been so good for my mental health. Like, are you sure you want him back? I would love to keep him. And she's like, yeah, give me my dog. Then yeah, so sure. Yeah, girl, I'm sure. And then I would say, like you said, maybe he could come. I would be like, oh, he just really lifted my depression. Do you mind if I take him like every other weekend? He can come spend with me, blah, 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 something like that. I would try to do something like that just to stay in the dog's life, make sure he had breaks from eating nothing but scraps of fried pork chop and mac and cheese. Like, y'all be giving y'all dogs the worst food.
Wild. Wild.
I get it, because when I was a kid, the dog got kibble and then whatever my mama decided was scraps poured on top of that, and that's what they ate.
Oh, honey.
And never went to the vet once. Vet. Never, not one time did them dogs go to the vet. But
Jamaicans have this this like coconutty, we call them drops. Or coconut drops. I don't know. It's like, imagine like diced coconut and like brown sugar and some other kind of sweet, if it was like then melded into like these little balls.
Okay.
It's really great. Very, very sweet. And my mother would give them to my dog as a kid. And she loved them. And my mother would laugh. Of course she did. My mother would like joke, "Oh my goodness, a dog love drops." I'm like, she shouldn't.
I saw a question on Reddit the other day from somebody who was like, I've given my dog too much human food and now they won't eat pet food. What should I do? And all the comments are like, stop giving him people food and the dog will eat what he has access to. Like, of course he's not eating his perfectly good pet food when he knows you finna give him pizza and broccoli and cheese fries. Like, why would he? Stop.
That's my sweet potato. So like, I know some handlocks and them greens, so I really don't know why you quit
playing with me. Right. You can simply quit playing with me. It's a tough situation. Hope I do feel sorry for you, but I cannot in good conscience recommend you do anything illegal or immoral to keep this dog.
Like she said, it is her dog. It's her dog.
It is her dog, baby.
We can be as judgmental.
And we are.
Against. And we are. I am. But the dog doesn't belong to you. Pebbles belongs to her. So.
And if you feel that strongly that the dog is like legit being abused or neglected, then you can cut things off with her if she's not willing to do better by the dog. Like,
that's true too.
I'm totally on board with that. But keeping the dog.
Faking its death.
Baby.
Fast and the Furious.
Faking the dog's death is just really, sorry, girly pop.
It's getting a taste of that TikTok lady you told me about.
Well.
And I could see a Netflix movie, and then how you have to then, they say, well, you tell a lie, you gotta tell another lie, and you gotta tell a lie.
Yep.
The next thing you know, you're like season 4 of You, where you've moved to Paris with this dog and assumed a new name and have killed like 7 people because you had to keep the lie going.
Right. Because you had to, and it's gone too far. You see now how it's gone too far?
Yeah,
y'all crack me up.
Pray for it.
Y'all really do. We actually have another dog question to wrap up the letters this week. This one's from Julian, who said, I recently moved into a new place with a person I somewhat knew. We were more acquaintances than friends, but he called me up one day freaking out about where to live and needed a roommate. We spoke about common household things such as cleanings and expectations, and we seemed to be aligned about it all, so I decided to move into a new spot with him since our leases expired around the same time. He has a dog and I have a short-haired cat. They seem to get along, but the cat is new to the dog, so the dog is slightly a crackhead to my cat. Which...
No, I fully see a cat being like,
100%.
is this bitch on crack? Yeah.
Jade and I have tried to do play dates with Lainey and Trill. Lainey's all for it. Lainey's like, best friends with a cat. Let's do it. And
She's a baby.
And Trill is like, who brought this beast into my home?
Y'all are fucking...
Of all the bullshit y'all have tried, this is the bullshittiest. Get that dog.
Baby, an older cat and a puppy is some of the funniest shit you will ever
It's so
see.
funny because Lainey wants to love her so bad. And Trill is like,
They're so
absolutely
excited.
not. It is so fun. We tried a few times and Trill is just like, you know what? Y'all stay in here. I'm going to go in the back. And y'all let me know when the dog is gone and I'm going to come back.
Cats are so funny. They're so funny.
Her BDL, she's so damn uppity. But okay, so back to Julian. The issue is one day during my lunch break, I work remotely, I decided to clean. We hadn't deep cleaned the floors yet because we both just moved in and it didn't make sense. I understand my level of clean is much higher than the average person, so I took it upon myself to put his dog in his room and clean the floors. I guess my roommate has some sort of audio listening device in his room, and the dog was whining for a very short period of time, about 5 minutes. By that time, I had forgotten to let the dog out of the room and had a one-on-one with my manager. My roommate called me, and I declined because of my meeting. Then he texted me asking if everything is okay with his dog, saying he got a notification about the dog whining. I texted him, yeah, your dog is fine. I put him in your room while I clean the floors. I don't know what triggered him, but he stopped, and he's chilling now. From that moment, my roommate was blowing up my phone saying, you can't do that. My dog will scratch the door and piss on the carpet, bombarding my phone and text messages. And before I could even respond, he just said he's on his way home to check on the dog. My stubborn ass was thinking, well, if he's coming home early from work because he's so concerned versus asking the person who's here, the dog can stay in the room. Mind you, this whole time, the dog is chilling, not making any noise. He came home, took his dog, left all day, and when he came back at night, I said we should talk. He basically said I was abusing the dog and how the dog was in a lot of distress for over an hour, and he knows this because of the audio device. I told him the dog was fine and he was only whining for 5 minutes, and how I personally can't stand nothing whining for a long time, and he would have been out of the room if he was screaming hysterically for over an hour.
That's so tea.
My roommate was emotional, irrational, shaking and cursing at me, saying, you can't do that. You have to ask me first. Which in my mind, what that tells me now is I have to get permission to clean the floors every time I want to clean the floors. Get the fuck out. I told him all of this in a way where he shouldn't have gotten upset, but he still did. He told me it's not the act of moving the dog, but it's the act of me not asking to move the dog. I told him I will put your dog in your room while I clean the floors, which normally doesn't take me a long time. And he said, if you touch my dog again, we're going to have a fucking problem. Since then, we haven't spoken, and he returned the air mattress I was letting him use because he doesn't have a bed, so now he's sleeping on the floor. I spoke to my close friends about this scenario, and all of them but one agree that he was irrational and it was stupid for him to act that way, but I should have validated his emotions and accepted that I'm wrong to maintain a peaceful home environment. My stubborn Taurus ass says no. I refuse to apologize for something that wasn't major. The dog was chilling. It's not like I had it outside or on the patio. So my question is, should I go up to him and validate his emotions and try to be on good terms with this new roommate and apologize? I'm fine with it just being like two strangers living together, but I do not feel like I'm wrong. Any guidance on this would be helpful. P.S. He knew I was a vet tech for 14 years and that I would never harm an animal intentionally. We also have 13 months left on this lease. I'm very comfortable financially where I could break it, but he makes almost nothing and would struggle to pay for this apartment himself. Thanks for your help, Julian.
Hey, Julian. Thanks. What if I told you both y'all niggas wrong?
What if I told you that? Come on now.
What if I told you that both y'all wrong, that his response was an emotional one, and the emotion of his response may have taken things past what was actually happening and accusing you of abusing the dog because you put the dog in another room for an hour.
OD.
And alleging that he knows that the dog was abused and upset because of being able to hear it cry for an hour when you know that's not true. That's wrong. Right. I would also argue that it is wrong to take someone else's pet, place it wherever you want to without mentioning it to the person. And then when you realize that they're upset, have a very I don't give a fuck response, you're bugging. This is his dog.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were out running errands or working or doing something like that, and he needed to do something in the kitchen and took your cat and put the cat on the roof or whatever, like, or just,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, you would still have boundaries over your pet because you have an emotional attachment to them. My dog is my child.
Right.
Daughter.
Yeah, literally. Quite literally that.
I'm not going to backflip and accuse Crystal of abusing Link if she moved her to another room or put her in the bathroom so she can mop, what have you. But I also believe that if I said to Crystal, next time if you have to move her, just give me a text or something, Crystal's not going to go, well, girl.
Every time I don't understand why. Now I got to text you first.
Well, Jesus Christ, I mean,
it's a little too much.
You're living with someone. Sounds like because you need to live with someone. And you both have pets who live in the house with you, in the home. So you're going to have to come up with compromises on both ends that respect one another's time, one another's spaces, and one another's feelings. So the issue here for your roommate sounds like they really, 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 really love their dog. And more than that, are very, very, very sensitive about the dog. Rather than going, so every time I have to clean the house, I have to ask you permission or something first, a proper response would be, okay, what do I do in the moments when you are not here? And I need to clean, and the dog might be in the way. What do you think is going to be the best? The best way to deal with that? Because it's not actually feasible to say, let me call you every time I'm going to, that's not going to work. So do we get one of the little doggy playpens or something that we put somewhere else or what have you? Do we train this specific thing? Because your dog should be able to sit in your room without fear of you without you fearing that they'll scratch up the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that is just, you know what I mean? Like there are just ways to deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, that are your responsibility. So I would be asking questions and being receptive to this person and the things that they're sensitive about. This is really people's heart. A lot of people, you could be a tarantula. For some people, a hamster, it means something to them. And it's not okay or right for you to just be like, well, I don't get it. Because when my cat don't ever give a fuck where I put her. like, you can't do shit like that. I feel like you were wrong in the way that you can. I don't think you were wrong for moving the dog to clean.
Right.
Especially because you put the dog in his owner's room.
Right.
But I think the way that you handled his feelings behind it.
Yeah, really bad. Really bad. The worst way to handle the feelings here, buddy.
And it sounds like even your friends that agreed with you still said you could have like validated his feelings.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And you're still like, well, I'm a tourist and bitch, I ain't never done nothing wrong. Well, I don't know what you want. What you're asking people questions for.
I agree with this. My only thing, I think it could be that the dog was whining, but not as loudly as it was at first, to the point where you didn't hear it, but him on his rover cam or whatever could hear it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between crying and just whining. The dog could have been like, you might not necessarily have heard all that, but he's like, oh no, my baby's in distress. I'm coming home, which is honestly me.
Same.
But
Same.
I probably also would not have left Lainey Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how long you're gone all day, but something like, if you need to put the dog up, Lainey's crate trained, put her in her crate. She loves it. Throw a toy in there. Maybe give her a treat before you leave. She'll settle down and go to sleep. Won't give you no problems. Like something like
Right.
that where we can just talk about it because we live together. We have to share a home. Like you said, we're going to have to come to a compromise on these things. So yeah, that's the only thing I would add. It could be that what you perceive as the dog whining is not the same as what your friend perceives. Your friend's like, yeah, them 5 minutes was just the beginning. That nigga was still deeply upset, that whole time. And yeah, maybe taking it a little too far. It does sound like your roommate's feelings are very, very big about this.
Yeah.
But you being like, well, I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. I'm gonna put your dog in your room whenever I need to clean the floors. And so, bam, I probably also would have said, yeah, touch my dog again and see what happened. Like, cause
I'm Crystal, exactly. And here go your blow up mattress, bitch. What the fuck you think this is?
Validating someone's emotions doesn't mean agreeing with their point of view. It's just understanding what they're feeling.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it. It doesn't have to be the way you would feel or the way you would react. It just is. It's quite literally, I see what you're saying. I see how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, well, you shouldn't feel that way. You said something. Where is it? I told him the above in a way where he shouldn't have gotten upset. No.
Yeah.
That isn't a thing. Whether people get you can be like, I said it calmly. I said it rationally. That doesn't mean he won't get upset. He's going to have his feelings, especially if he already thought the dog was in distress. He came home from work behind this. He thought his dog was really struggling. You like that dog is fine.
Yeah.
And maybe the dog was indeed fine and he was overreacting. What I'm saying is regardless, like Kid Fury said, your response to this, I feel like was all wrong.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's an apology for it. I wouldn't be if I were you, I wouldn't be apologizing for putting the dog in the room. I would be apologizing for reacting like that over a conflict.
Yeah.
Like why we can figure this out. Like the same way you take your cat and put it up, you was like, well, I put my cat up because ain't nothing finna be stepping on my clean floors. Okay, fine. Eventually somebody's gonna step on the clean floors because this is a home and we walk around in it. But we should be able to figure out some sort of middle ground where you can do your happy deep cleaning and things are to your standards and his dog isn't going to shit on the carpet out of distress. There's a middle ground somewhere that the two of you should be able to find, especially since y'all just moved in. You got another 13 months on this lease. Like,
yeah.
Even if you're comfortable financially, I wouldn't want a broken lease on my record. I wouldn't want the hassle of finding somebody else to move in. And I would rather avoid all that. Even I wouldn't want to lose a friend behind it either. Somebody you're kind of cool with, more acquaintances than friends, but still
It sounds like it could be worked out.
Yeah, it could be worked out. Maybe just both of you need to have this conversation when you're both calmer, a little more level-headed. But you can't be mad at this man because he don't appreciate somebody taking his dog and moving his dog and then blowing off his concerns about the dog's well-being, especially because you cleaned and then you forgot about the dog, so you didn't let it back out. But there's no point where you were like, oh, my bad, I didn't let the dog back out when I was done. You were like, oh, well, I forgot. I had a meeting with my manager. Oh, well. You just kind of blowing all that off.
Like, I'm coming home. And he's like, well, since he's coming home, I'll just leave him in there.
Because you have this desire to be petty.
But you put him in there because you were cleaning or you're not cleaning. So just let the dog out. It's not like you don't care for dogs, don't like the dog.
Right.
Have no
it's giving I don't like this dog.
It's not your pet.
Yeah, it kind of seems like you don't like this dog, but you still gotta be mindful of your room.
You live with it.
Yeah, right.
You live with it. And it hasn't done anything to you. It sounds like this nigga hasn't done anything to you except be incredibly dramatic. Incredibly.
All the dog is doing is trying to love you and your cat. And you and your cat are like, we don't do that.
You and your cat got bad attitude. That's probably why the dog was whining. They hate me this much.
Daddy, come get me. That dog was turning around speaking directly into that camera. Daddy, come home and get me.
Just pushing one eye up into the camera lens and whining.
I'm cracking up because I could fully see Lainey acting like this. Fully.
Yeah.
Which is why, again, in an ideal world, y'all would have had this conversation first. But hey, next time, just put her in a crate. She's fine. Or, let me know if it's deep cleaning day. I'll take her to daycare so you don't have to worry about her that day.
Work. That's a good idea.
Something like that. Where this can be worked out without, not you being all sensitive behind your dog. Like, oh,
right.
Hey,
what an asshole.
I am sensitive about my dog. That's either okay with you or it's not. But I'm not, I care deeply about themselves
4 times a day. And where they hang out is like the top of a cabinet or chest of drawer. They can't be sleeping on top of the TV antenna and shit. Like, they're not going to make a mess.
Right. Cats will make a space. Like, it's just, they have no bones. They'll fold themselves up into some nook way off deep in the ceiling. You won't see them niggas for 8 days and y'all be like, whatever, it's no big deal. Okay, I'm sorry, my dog.
Oh yeah, he's up there in a cutlery drawer. He's sitting on top of the knives and spoons.
Lady will not be gone from my sight for more than 2 minutes at home without coming to look at me and make sure I'm still there. So it's a little different.
10 years old. And that bitch, I will still almost step on her sometimes. It's like
oh my God, constantly.
Like, I'm just moving about in the same space. I'm not going nowhere.
Right. Like, I'm in this kitchen. Ain't no exit in the kitchen, girl. Ain't no other door where I can sneak out of here and you won't see me.
Why are you behind my knees? Well, I love it. They love it.
Oh, yes. Good luck, Julian. I feel like this can be worked out.
For sure. Just be a little nicer.
But yeah, a little more understanding. Dogs are not cats.
They're not. Yeah.
They're not going to behave the same way.
Also get wipes, baby cakes. Because let me tell you something. Link stays wiped down. Should it bring outside in this house?
Oh, no. Never. But no, she gets wiped down. Her paws get wiped down after every walk because you're not bringing the filth of New York City into my home. Oh God, no.
Everyone.
Ugh. What? Lainey, the same nigga who likes to gallop in any patch of grass or dirt she sees.
And just roll around in it.
She really is it's like having a toddler on a leash. She smells something and stop out of nowhere. Somebody peed on a dog, mind you, several dogs have peed on this bag that's been on the sidewalk outside of our apartment for days. Nobody has picked it up. And every day, Lainey wants to stop and smell what new versions of pee are on this bag. Like, every day.
German Shepherd.
Like, who was over here? Oh, my God. Good luck. Good luck, Julian. Let us know how that conversation goes. I'm quite interested to see how y'all resolve this. That's going to wrap up our letters this week. If you have a question for us, send it to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
We are back, and it's time for the read. I have a couple of things I want to say today. Try and get through them as quickly as possible. I will start with something we mentioned already this week. I went to go see Weapons. I saw it the opening night. I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. First of all, you bitches are clapping for this Nicole Kidman ad now. And I'm lost. This is why she won't go away. This has been at least 2 films I've seen in the AMC theaters now this year where that goddamn sparkly pinstripe suit wearing bitch come on screen talking about the joy and magic of theater or whatever the fuck. And now y'all are giving it roaring applause?
It's iconic.
That's why it's like there's a new version. It is iconic now. So that was bothersome. And I also have to speak to the Gen Z, my babies, my children, my girly pops. If you can't stay off your phone for 2 hours, just wait. Just wait. It's not even like back in my days, honey, when we paid $5 for. Ain't even back in then where you had to wait by 4 months for that bitch to come to home video. And by home video, I don't mean Netflix because you didn't have it. I'm talking about Blockbuster. I'm talking about Blockbuster. I'm talking about going down to the Kmart and picking up what was called a VHS. And possibly taking that bitch home. Or maybe waiting for it to come on TV.
Maybe.
Okay. You hoes got like 3 weeks after that shit hits the box office and you can just jump on Amazon, on iTunes, and watch it. So you don't have to be directly next to me, a huge horror fan who's been waiting for this film for months, doom scrolling. You won't do it. You're just not going to do it. I had to tell this girl who like she might be 19, 20 years old. There with 2 of her friends. It was the 3 of them. She was, of course, the only one who was scrolling through the whole movie. And even at one, when I go outside, I don't, I'm a Black queer person of an age. I wasn't trained to just go out and speak my mind to anybody. I try to keep it, I'm sitting next to something, all right, this is aggravating, but I don't own the theater. I ain't make this movie. They told her and everybody else in here to turn off their goddamn phones about 5 times before the movie started. So maybe, I'm not the security. Maybe she'll get the hit. Eventually, one of her friends turned to her and said her name and was like, ah. And she was like, sorry. And she puts her phone away. Chris, I'm talking about like every 3 to 4 minutes she pulled her phone out.
Girl, these kids are really addicted to these phones. They really are.
And I think that she was also using it to help her in moments where she was scared.
Oh, valid. But I just close my eyes.
You just close.
That's free. It's free. And it doesn't distract anybody.
It's free and it doesn't bother anybody.
Yeah.
There was one scene where it was like a scarier one, and I knew something T was about to happen. And I'm like, this bitch is not going to continue to ruin this for me, because she hopped back on her phone, and I turned to her and I said, put the phone away, please.
Girl, please.
And she kind of like looked back up to me and put the phone up. The scene ended, scary, cunty, fierce, whatever. As soon as the light, because it's a dark scene, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the light comes back up, I guess she felt comfortable. Everyone's buzzing. She didn't get back on the phone immediately. She turned to her friends and she said something. I don't know what, but she said something that was clearly about me checking her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she like turned and looked at me with like this little stink face over her shoulder. And I completely turned the whole torso to her and her friend's direction. And I looked at her like Trixie Mattel, really? Like, I want you to say something.
You cannot be for real.
Baby, when I tell you, she stayed on the phone, but
insane.
She pulled her feet up, her knees up to her chest, turned her back from me, and literally was in like the fetal position for the remainder of the movie so she could keep using her phone. Now, let me tell you something.
Girl,
I couldn't see the phone no more. The light was no longer in my face. And that's really all I care about.
Yeah, that's valid.
But if you have to position yourself like you're in a uterus,
sweetie, it can't be that serious. Is your attention?
You have an attention
that bad? Right. Like, this is what I'm saying. You cannot put the phone away for literally 5 minutes. You're
disgusted.
Mind you, you're at the movie house. The whole point of being here is to be immersed in the movie experience. If you wanted to multitask while watching a movie, you would do it at home. At home, you can be on a Zoom call and your kids can be running around, and you can also be on FaceTime with your Mima. Like, at home, you can do all kinds of malarkey while the movie is playing because you're not bothering nobody else.
And you looked as if you were the least of the 3 who wanted to see the film. So I'm just like, why didn't you just let them 2 bitches go? Why didn't you sit in the middle? I just had so many questions, but you weren't going to bother me. And you could say whatever the fuck you want to your TikTok ass friends too. Y'all hoes knew what time it was. You knew what time it was. The remainder of the picture was excellent. Disney, Hulu. Are you trying?
What
Do you
else?
hate me? Like, what do you? They're fully integrating Hulu into Disney Plus starting next year. There will be no more
I know, but it's
individual
like,
Hulu.
why?
I just don't. I logged onto Disney Plus yesterday to watch Smart Guy because I was laughing about the fucking Cameron
Oh
shit.
my!
It's still so good. That show is still so funny.
What an
Yeah.
I still can't believe.
And as I was scrolling to go find Smart Guy, I passed The Monkey, which is a Stephen King, based on a Stephen King film. It's a horror movie that I think came out this year or last year. Incredibly gory, incredibly violent. The new Alien TV show is on there. I'm like, I'm supposed to log on here and look at Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man, Yoda.
Oh no. Another one where the poster is immediately rebuked from my Christian home. I googled The Monkey, sorry. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, nigga.
Monkey is very scary. I don't know why anybody would have wanted that particular monkey. Yeah, so I just have to say, guys, I hate this. I hate it. Why? Why? And let me say one thing. If you motherfuckers try to pull a HBO Max in 2027 or whatever,
you might as well
and be like, hey girls, we have a surprise. Coming this winter, Hulu is no longer in your Disney Plus. I'm going to, bloody murder. Like, I'm going to drag you bitches in a manner I think might impress me. Because this is ridiculous. David Justice, stop talking about Halle Berry. I know you ain't got nothing else to do.
Because why?
I know you don't have nothing else to do. And she has many things. Many things. But you have a wife, you have kids, and you have for a very, very, very long time. Why you still talking about this lady? And why you didn't marry her is beyond me. Because it looks like she hasn't looked back since. You have, like, find something else to do.
In it 30 years?
Find something else to do.
Why?
You know something I just found out, David Justice? There are still GameStops that are open, and they always need help. So I feel like you could probably fill out an application somewhere if you need some to do. And you do.
Mm.
You do.
Let me be clear about it.
Last but not least, I would like to say to Janine Pirro.
All right. This country is not real.
It's pretty. It's
not real. This motherfucker is not real.
So, the Penny in the White House had a press conference the other day. And a lot of the topics ran all over the place, except for Epstein's place. But one of the things they discussed, there was someone in the press room who asked about crime in DC. Some white man who stood up, and I'll just paraphrase his very long, hoorah ass, fake ass question that he came up with. But it's basically him saying that he was robbed at gunpoint last year in DC. He's like, these fucking kids, well, I don't know because, but he's like, these kids just feel like they can do whatever they want to, and whatever, you know, these kids just that third, and they need to blah blah blah. And these kids, so tired of these kids ruining the city, and you know, I'm so tired of these kids. If you can do adult things, you need to be tried like an adult, or some shit like that. I'm like, if you're so insistent on that they're adults that should be tried by adults, why do you keep using the word kids? Like, you're saying kids. No one said kids before you. No one brought, like, you're insisting that they are kids. You're not even using teens. You're not even using young adult. You're saying kids. And you elected to say kids about 12 times. And then, like, they need to be tried as adults and considered adults. That's interesting. Let's listen to what Janine Pirro had to say, kind of a moment after this.
I see too much violent crime being committed by young punks who think that they can get together in gangs and crews and beat the hell out of you or anyone else. They don't care where they are. They can be in DuPont Circle, but they know that we can't touch them. Why? Because the laws are weak. I can't touch you if you're 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and you have a gun.
I'd like to start with the fact that this man he's fighting for his life to stay out of this touching kids conversation.
Okay.
And you bitches are talking about something the whole fuck else, primarily for that reason, Janine. And you worded your dumbass response to this dumbass question by saying, I can't touch you if you're 14, 15, 16, while continuing to then push for people under the age of 18 to be deemed adults, tried as adults, looked at as adults. Because what is a 14-year-old but an adult with consent?
Well,
right, Janine? Fucking idiot. There's that, as well as the fact that, bitch, look at the country that we are living in, that we are running, that we are serving. Look at the people who represent the nation.
Yeah.
Look at the circumstances.
Start at the top.
That it has left many, if not most, Americans in.
Perils.
You felt like a valid response to somebody saying, oh, I got robbed last year, we should try 14-year-olds as 30-year-olds was, well, yeah, too much crime, and it sucks that we can't touch them because they're 14. You're a joke. That bitch is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
His defense is a joke. That man over there behind him with the Nazi Templar tattoos on him that they decided to go ahead and give a good government job. Him. All y'all bitches crazy. All y'all bitches crazy. Your Secretary of Education can't spell. All y'all is crazy. And that's it for me.
You can't touch a 14-year-old the same way you can't touch a 34-year-old or a 74-year-old. That's called assault. Like, you not allowed to put your hands on nobody, regardless of age. These kids having a gun is why you're not touching them. But their age, you can't, they could be grown and you still would have to keep your hands to yourself. What are you talking about?
I think she means like, she means touching them in the sense of like, she can't pin them on a
legal. Okay.
Like as the U.S. attorney. Like,
I'm like, what are you talking about? What? But
because the guy asking the question is just trying to say like
the time.
Right. He's trying to make it seem like, well, what is Donald Trump going to himself put the cuffs on them while we get to spit in their mouths? So all she's essentially saying is there's only so much I can do because they're children and I'm the U.S. attorney and the law don't work that way. But thank you for showing up and being pro-Trump and probably wearing your hat or whatever. So yeah, I should be able to touch 14-year-olds and you should too. Wink, wink. I say burn the whole thing down.
I mean, and that's really what it should have been. Like, the fact that this woman is even a U.S. attorney is really just laughable. This country is a complete joke in every possible way. Like, no matter how you slice it, this bitch is not for real.
It's really bad now with him just kind of handshaking people into incredibly high positions of power globally. Like, you went from having a podcast about why Jews have like 13 extra teeth to now then being like, you know,
no, for real, yes,
the running the U.S. military,
the most know nothing ass people.
It's crazy. So like now you look around at like a lot of our like biggest representatives and listening to them speak, and it's like, how are you allowed inside of like a Winn-Dixie, much less like the White House?
All right, yeah.
The Supreme Court? You shouldn't be allowed in a Petco. I hate it.
In a just world, you would be nowhere near this position. Somebody with a lot more common fucking sense would have this job. Or I'm asking for a shred. I'm asking for 1 teaspoon. Anybody? No? We're gonna stick with things the way they are. Cool. Got it. This whole bringing the National Guard into DC and having them take over the DC police and all this, like it.
Yeah.
I just saw a graphic of course, Oklahoma leading the pack on like sending these schools straight to hell. Texas is right behind them, talking about how the 10 Commandments need to be posted in every classroom and students need to vote on prayer time and Bible study time and no DEI, no sexual orientation, no gender identity to be taught in schools. No, the bad and getting worse, which brings me to my read, which I am going to pass this week. Pass the read like we used to. And it comes from JG. And JG also has quite a bit to say about Donald Trump and this administration, starting with, hey, Chris Lincoln Fury, love all that you do, and I appreciate the laughter you bring to my life, but you know why I'm here? My read is for homeboy in office, Donald J. Trump, the twice impeached, 4 times indicted, Big Mac brained embarrassment, who is somehow still out here trying to act like he belongs in a leadership position and not a courtroom. Let me be real clear, bitch. Fuck you and your entire legacy of lies, cruelty, and cowardice. I was laid off from my dream job this past June, a job I busted my ass to get. I've spent my entire career working with victims of crime, advocating for people in their lowest, darkest, most painful moments. I do that work because I believe in justice. Woo. Let me take a break, JG. Wrong country.
Jeez.
Wrong country for that, baby. I believe in humanity. And I believe people deserve to be protected and heard, not politicized, not discarded, and damn sure not dehumanized because they don't fit into some whitewashed fantasy of what real Americans are supposed to look like. I started this role in December. In March, I gave birth to my 3rd child. So here I am, postpartum for the 3rd time, trying to find balance in my body, my mind, and my family, only to be told that my job, my work, and my purpose are no longer aligned with this administration's priorities. What the actual fuck? Oh, let me guess. Because protecting all victims and advocating for real public safety doesn't vibe with that white supremacist, white nationalist, authoritarian chaos y'all are calling a political platform now. This isn't just about my paycheck. It's about how hard I've worked.
Girl.
I did everything the right way that y'all said we were supposed to do it. Went to college, paid my dues, climbed the ladder, sacrificed my quality time with my family, and poured myself into service because I believed in the mission. And now because some bloated spray tan tyrant and his goons don't see value in victims unless they serve a political headline, I'm being cast aside, bitch.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, and I'm mad. And to all of you who voted for this rapist, sexist, terrible person thinking you'd be safe and untouched, take a look around. You thought you were going to ride the wave to a better America, but sweetie, we are the ones suffering. I didn't even ask for this chaos. You did. So good job, dumbass. How does it feel knowing you helped to create this mess? Here I am now, scrambling, looking for a job that pays me what I was making or more, and I feel defeated, to be honest. I don't even care that it's in my field anymore because that's under attack too. I loved what I did.
Shit.
I loved the people I worked with.
Shit.
I felt proud of what I was doing and the money I earned. I was making the world better, damn it. So let me say this loud and clear for Donald Trump and everyone still clinging to his ass like he's the second coming of anything but a fucking disaster. You are the real threat to actual justice. You have gutted protections, defunded programs that actually work, and empowered the worst parts of this country to speak louder than decency. You do not care about safety. You care about control. And the people paying the price are folks like me, the people who work, sacrifice, and actually care about others. Thankfully, I have faith, I have community, I have a work ethic that you and your nepotism-ridden circle wouldn't recognize if it bit you square on your ass, and I know I'll be okay.
Well,
I'll be okay, but I'll never forget this, and I won't shut up about it either. Donald, you and your entire circus of chaos can choke on your lies, on your cowardice, on the destruction you've caused, because you'll never be a real leader. You're a disgrace. And to the rest of us trying to survive in this mess, I see you, I'm with you, and we're not done fighting. Thank you, Chris Winky Fury, for the outlet. Blessings to you and your fur babies, and keep going. All my love, JG. Girl, person, I don't doubt this was gendered. Well, no, you said you just had a baby. Thank you so much for putting it into words. Like, how many times have we cussed out Donald Trump on this show? Literally countless. Like,
we cannot have, right? Just no.
I couldn't possibly, cobble all that together. But
It's like half the show's like, maybe more.
Maybe so. But it is astonishing what he's doing in this second term now that he knows that nothing matters, and and whether he has any sort of, like, whether people agree with his policies, whether they approve of the job he's doing, none of that matters. When that man told y'all that if you voted for him now, you would never have to vote again, really meant that shit. And I want to point out something that JG said about, like, you claim to be wanting to fix the problems, but you get rid of the programs that actually help. It really ties into what you said about DC and this Janine Pirro, and the kids are so crazy. The kids are out here being wild. Y'all don't take care of the kids. Y'all literally don't take care of their parents. You don't make sure their parents can earn a living wage at their one full-time job. You are not funding their schools. You're not making sure that their neighborhoods are safe, legitimately safe, clean. You're not making sure that they're protected from terroristic threats, foreign or domestic. You don't give
give a living fuck about how their brain is doing, how their mind is doing.
What you're doing to education is actually criminal. Even if your whole thing was, oh, well, these kids need to get a job. When I was 15, I had a job. Yeah, same. And that job, I could work 4 or 5 hours at that job and go put gas in my tank and have money left over. These kids can't say the same. And that wasn't that long ago. Like, I'm an old bitch, but I'm not 90.
Right.
It wasn't that long ago. Things have gotten much, much worse in this country over the past 15, 20 years. And especially more recently. It's insane that y'all are arguing about these. Oh, mind you, this whole time, crime is down in DC, down in Baltimore, down in these places where y'all are talking about.
Right.
But you take away spaces for teenagers where they can congregate peacefully together without paying money for it. Where is that? You don't fund anything for the kids, and then you want to criminalize them when they're out doing what the fuck ever. Yeah, a lot of people are failing these children, government first and foremost.
It was funny. The first episode I watched of Smart Guy yesterday was like the season 2 premiere. TJ comes in pissed off because he wanted to like learn chemistry shit in chemistry, but finds out that they took the funding away from the science club.
Oh my God.
And stuff. And Marcus goes, well, I'm glad they didn't pull the funds before the basketball team got these good jackets or whatever, showing off these jackets. And TJ turns in and goes, the student council bought you those jackets? He goes, yeah. TJ goes, well, you guys are awful.
Exactly. Like, that's fine.
But we look awfully good. It was just like, I paused it there and I was like, that's even back in the 90s.
Yep.
These kids were just like, that was a very interesting point to me. I was like, this is literally happening right now. They're defunding like neuroscience, like all of these things that are genuinely important. And I'm like, hey, who wants an extra big Mac?
It's just things have just gotten worse. Everything people complained about in the 90s, it's just worse now.
And like more of it.
Yeah. And all of this on top of COVID. Every other disease, the fucking Legionnaires is breaking out in Harlem. What the fuck?
What?
Yes. Yes. It's like 6 or 7 cases in Harlem. They like, if you live in these zip codes, then boil your water and don't talk to nobody for 8 weeks. What?
Christ.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
It's everything that was wrong. And then the economic inequality is worse. The police brutality is worse. The outward Nazism is worse. Like, real lives being affected by this. It's
Rap music.
okay. All right.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, JG. I'm with you 100%. And the thing about it is that there's more of us than them. That's always been true. And this is not sustainable. Eventually, it will get to a point where the bottom falls out this bitch.
Right.
And you're going to find out what really matters.
Right.
If you have a read that you would like to pass along and hear it on the show, you can email that over to passtheread@gmail.com. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for us this week. Find us on social media at This Is The Read. Any other news from you, Kid Fury?
Nope, nothing for me this week.
All right, girly pops, take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all next time.